On behalf of the Institute and the participants of the Executive Management Program, it's my privilege to introduce our honorable guest, Mr. Surajit for this evening. Mr. Khan is currently heading the operations at VIOM Networks, a joint venture between Tata Teleservices and Wipro, and a pioneer in the shared positive telecom infrastructure industry in India. Mr. Khan is an alumni of the Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, and brings in with him over 16 years of managerial experience in pan-India and overseas operations with specializations in operations, project, quality and customer services. Prior to this, he was also associated with reputed organizations like Bharti Infratel Limited and Otis Elevator Limited. As we begin with our session for today, I welcome Mr. Khan on stage and request him to enlighten us with his vast expertise and knowledge on the telecom industry. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. How globally this entire mobile technology is shaping up? How consumers are getting changed?
So you explained the difference between GSM and CDM, right?
Yeah.
So you are saying CDM is more than one.
CDM is like a cocktail party. I'll go back. CDM is more like a cocktail party. What happens that it's like 8-10 people are together. I am talking to you. At that time, somebody else would like to also talk to you. Don't think like that physically it's happening. I'm talking the network allows to have at the same time to have multiple phone calls. The technology helps. Whereas once I am making a GSM call at 2 o'clock, 1 p.m., 1 second, that time I only can start. If I start at that time, no one in that network can start. He might be starting at another 1/10 pulse of that. After that. That's the way the GSM technology works.
So that one is CDM.
Practically there is no difference.
You can't make out. Normal people can't make out anything. So it's a basically engineering things again. It's not required.
For user it is indifferent.
For users hardly gets it. Nowadays you get, I think that you feel that I think a lot of call drops happens. Very true. This is suddenly you are moving from Nizamuddin Bridge. I know few of the places in Delhi, South, I think RK Puram area or residential area. You will see that your call get drops and after a moment again your call starts. You just become an earlier days used to feel irritated. But nowadays you don't get irritated also, you just again make the call because calls also as rates have come down like anything. We can afford to have multiple mobiles. Anyway, see that how consumers' behavior has been changed and that pushed this industry from where it started with text-based and voice-based mobile. We used to have one mobile, still we do have Motorola, Samsung, each keyboard, each keypad would be having ABC, D, F and Hindi also, Kakhaga and all. A lot of things have been done Nokia once upon a time. But from there we have transformed. Now, if you see how wireless technology has changed our lifestyles. I don't know how many of you can read it. We walk, we talk, we sleep with our mobiles. I think it happens with young generations. If you talk about 18 to 35, this is the age brackets, they are obsessed with the telephones, the mobile. And they will be having all the latest smartphones in their hand. Whatever new product will be coming to the market, they are the first guy, go and procure it, correct? India as a market, we have 73% said they are very closer to their family once they got the mobile. I think most of you, those who are from far away from your hometown, I think every day probably talk to your parents, your brothers, sisters. Was that the scenario 15 years back, 10 years back? And at least our college, I remember they used to stand in a queue, 9 o'clock after and the call used to get reduced, half rate, at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1/4 rate. Then only used to go and make a call to parents. Early morning before 8 o'clock used to finish our calls, otherwise rate would be very high at steady rates. I'm sorry, I think that you can't read much, I will try to read it for you. See, these are the 8 countries for which some 5,000 consumers had been surveyed by Qualcomm. 4,700 online and 300 are on phone. And just to get the how mobile actually has changed their life. Made me feel safe and secure knowing that I can easily get help if I need it. Does it true? and green is India. Who scored highest over there? I think red is China and green is India. That's how you see it. And you see the US, which is the blue one. So you can make out, made day-to-day life in my country safer, improved life in my country in general much better than others on which India doesn't score much. Because we also do feel that it's not true. Given me access to a larger group of potential customers, those who will be into the advertising, marketing, as well as the consumer durable industries, you will be seeing that it's really, the technology has actually now evolved in such a manner that any kind of promotional campaign can be done online, and that too with mobile applications. Made it easier to access information to maintain the health of my family. China, typically people do stay in an urban area, semi-urban area, and they do come to the city to do the job. That's the way they develop. Their countries like that. Education systems, online education systems. This is one of the areas I think that Mr. Kapoor will be also agree that online education sectors, which is that it's about to come in India. Every school will be having the network. Every school will be giving the assignments to online. People will fill out the online assignment and go back. It will be paperless industry for the K-12 sector as well. Now, say which mobile device features have affected the way you live your life. In India, you will see that everywhere is score high. Green, if you see text messages, maximum. I think that we haven't have it while we are talking, chatting, moving here and there, just message. It's needless, sometimes nonsense, but we do it. Mobile internet, suddenly something had happened. Some plane about to crash in Mumbai yesterday. I just browsed through that immediately through that, yeah, some news was there. So I tried to cross check it is in Patna or Mumbai because one of my friends was telling it was in Patna. Then I understood that both the places there was some near miss incident happening. Built-in camera. I think India do have that obsessions. Camera hai kya? Now, whenever you buy mobile, does it there or not? GPS navigation, I do not know how many of you do it. It is very popular outside India. Well, India started working on it, but I think it's still not been so proved because our roads are not that way marked up. Like it is not exit 22, then take left, you reach to the southeast. It is not like that. You do not know. You take a round, then after this fall, and sometimes you got technology falls. Mobile games. I do not know about you, my son. If you give this to as well as my wife have one smartphone, he knows all the latest one. He will apply new one also, and he'll somehow start. I think it's applicable with everyone. Those who have a bit of time, they'll do it. Location-based ads, I think that those will be choosing the career into advertising. You will be seeing that how fruitful the mobile application-based advertising is. You just can promote your product in Facebook with a blog, and you can see the kind of queries you will be able to generate. While you walk, earlier you used to consider you are going somewhere. Nowadays, when I started from my home, I started calling and finding out, and I was lost. Because while we walk also, we don't consider where we are going. We are lost in conversations. That's the way the transformation has happened. Our thumbs become stronger now. Literally. This text, the way I message, the way you people do message, I'm sure you'll be seeing that we have adopted different technology. We can always be mentally, digitally, wherever you would like to be. That's the technology we have in our hand. This is US-based markets. Typically, I'll just try to read. You know, how many of you have an obsession of checking your mobile whether anything has come or not? In 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, during your lunch time. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I read an article. I have seen that mentioned that in a restaurant in Gurgaon, during lunchtime or dinner time, if you are going with your family, earlier used to keep umbrellas, na? They are asking to keep your mobile so that you can spend time with your family fully, nicely, and they will give a discount of 10%. That's the way mobile we got addicted with, and we have left our family as well. How long could we go with it? If you ask this question, these are only US consumers they have mentioned. 1 hour 11%, 1 week 19%, I think 1 day some 20%, and very few are saying some 24, several hours, 24%. But US is a very different market. They have every 9 adults out of 10 adults who have one mobile, and they feel that it is one of the prerequisites. Like us, you think of in our days, pen, hanky. These are all is fine. These are all prerequisites when you go live. But other than your purse and mobile, if you leave your house, what happens? Very interesting. And you know that parts, how many of you keep along with you below the pillow or near the bed? Hardly anyone, if I am not wrong. Once you come home, you keep it some safe place, that's it. All your gadgets, all your, I think, plastic cards and everything will be there, but mobile you have to keep below the pillow or nearby. That's the way the mobile actually addicted us. So it's also the survey says 1% of the population keep it in car, 2% in other places like kitchen and all, 16% in the bedroom, 68% next to bed. And I am sure that similar survey would be here also if I go over here. And 13% in a different room from where we sleep. Any romance moving from infatuation to commitment, the connection between people and their mobile device reflects what they brought into the relationship in the past place. I got this line, I felt that it would be very good for you guys to hear at least. In countries where connection and convenience were difficult, these mobiles offer a kind of time travel. Delivering in the push of a button or touch of a screen the kind of progress other countries built over decades, which makes us wonder just how much smaller and smarter and faster and better might our device be get from now. You never know, we'll be having some small tiny tools you just have to touch and you just will be passing your all information. So you won't be carrying your wallet also after a few days. You will be doing every transaction through mobile. The way the mobile applications are coming, any kind of transaction, you will go to chai shop, pan shop, you will just pay 5 rupees, it will transact and you will get your tea, your cigarette, whatsoever you would like to procure. And today US market they do. I am sharing, I think. Now let us talk about India. See the growth. Mobile penetration 71%. I could able to manage the data practicing to my friend in Telecom. And subscription base, I have the last year's official recorded numbers, 852 million subscriptions. And we are 1.2 billion populous country, where we have 20 odd billion are in place called Uttar Pradesh. If we separate our Uttar Pradesh from our country, it can be the 5th populous country in the world. You know that? That kind of people do stay. How many are from Uttar Pradesh? Both here. Both Uttaranchal. So I travel maximum over there. So I am passed out from Lucknow, so you can figure about Lucknow is one of my favorite places.
In this graph, what was the projected value? What was the projected growth value?
This time period, any industry do think that 72% of the growth rate we have projected ever for. That's not there. I also do not know the answer, but I personally feel that any industry 10 years they never failed. I remember I attended a session when I joined Bharti. Akhil Gupta and Ranjan Diktal both were there to induction programs. Mr. Gupta was to tell you do 10 work, do 2 mistakes, it is acceptable. Out of your, but you can't become complacent because 15 years back we were a small company in Okhla. Today we are 15,000 crore company and we have a dream that will become 40,000 crore company. That's the way they do see the potentials. So you think of 1.2 billion populous country we have, only 852 million subscribers. Now you put e to the power x and on x you put any value. And think of that how this industry can grow if the moment you will be improving your GDP and you will be allowing your kids to have mobile as well.